We at Snowflake have been leveraging Gen AI to do case deflection. So we have deflected 41 of the cases that ever get to a call handler, and that eliminates 335 hours. So customers are getting instantaneous response to an issue that they're having and help them understand the data context that they'll deliver, right, a business outcome. So it allows us to fundamentally focus on resources and investments in areas that the business needs versus, scaling every organization linearly as the business scales.
Hello everyone and welcome back to Data Cloud Now. I'm currently in Davos, Switzerland, where I'm now delighted to be joined by Mike Gannon, CRO at Snowflake. Mike, such a pleasure to sit down with you.
Awesome to be back with you and great to be in Davos.
Doesn't get much better than
Great
this,
energy,
Mike.
yeah.
Looking forward to diving in. I have to say, Mike, it's been quite the week for you here in Davos. From your seat, how have you seen the conversations shift from leaders as we enter the new year?
Large in part, I believe business leaders are looking at AI as no longer a tool. It's foundation to their operating model. Moving from an experimentation to really the prioritization.
Right.
How do we make sure that we're focused on the right AI initiatives that can deliver the business the right outcomes? And those outcomes are meaningful outcomes that can be measurable. So, for us, it's become an exciting shift. We're out of experimentation stage. I believe Snowflake has well established our place as an essential AI, enterprise AI cloud, and the reception we're getting as I meet with people when I throw out we're Snowflake, everybody knows us.
Right.
So that's exciting. We've got business leaders, we've got private sector organizations that understanding not only the role that AI is playing in the world, but the role that we're associated with this incredibly exciting market. So shifting conversation definitely has moved towards the prioritization, whereas their human capital going to focus on making sure it delivers the right business outcomes.
I have to say 2025 was very much the year of AI ROI, and 2026 will be the year of agentic AI. Why must leaders have a top-down alignment in order to be competitive in the year ahead?
AI is most definitely a competitive advantage. Not only if you look at workforce statistics, we are seeing companies that are concentrating where they need to invest resources in order to drive frontier models into how they operate their business. And they're looking for the efficiency gains that AI delivered in the early stages. We at Snowflake have been leveraging Gen AI to do case deflection. So we have deflected 41 of the cases that ever get to a call handler, and that eliminates 335 hours. So customers are getting instantaneous response to an issue that they're having. That case deflection allows us to not have to invest in the human capital to keep scaling with the business. Now we can make investments in areas that we're going to want to continue to concentrate in: forward deployed engineers, data architects, business context subject matter experts that can go into a financial institution or a healthcare institution and help them understand the data context that they'll deliver, right, a business outcome. So it allows us to fundamentally focus on resources and investments in areas that the business needs versus, scaling every organization linearly as the business scales. So it's exciting to see how not only we're doing it at Snowflake, but most executives want to know how have we done it so that they can apply that same governance and rigor into how they have to scale out their organizations.
Great insights, very well said. And Mike, it's a new year, which means a new set of objectives. What's top of mind for you in the year ahead? And why are you so excited about AI in 2026?
Year ahead, so we made an exciting announcement with our intent to acquire Observe. That's going to be an exciting.
Congratulations.
Thank you. We're super excited by that. One of the things that we have identified with the success we've had with customers that are building out agents on top of Snowflake is the sheer volume, magnitude, and units that are feeding data into the platform, the amount of telemetry, logging, metrics, reporting. It's required and it's necessary right now. So customers continue to maintain high governance standards as these AI agents start to proliferate throughout the organization. They want to maintain control. They want transparency. They want governance. For organizations that are in highly regulated environments or, again, have sovereign interests, GDPR, that capability needs to be inherent to my customers so that they feel like, Snowflake as an essential AI enterprise cloud will give them all the tools and telemetry they need to maintain strict compliance with regulatory needs or private sector needs. So we're super excited by welcoming that team, subject to final approval, into the Snowflake family and getting them in front of our customer base.
It's a very exciting next chapter. Now, Mike, last time we spoke, we dove into how Snowflake Intelligence was helping the team move faster. How will this platform continue to improve the way the team works day in and day out?
Every conversation I have with customers, there's a demo opportunity, right? I have a quick conversation with the customers. I had just before heading into this meeting, I went into Snowflake Intelligence. Raven is our internal sales assistant, and I asked some key questions, prompting, talk to me about the overall relationship with XYZ company. And it came out with an overview of the company, top business initiatives, their existing contract, their consumption, their open use cases, their open support tickets, a 360-degree view of a customer moments before walking in. Customers are looking at that saying, I want that kind of experience. One of the leading pharmaceuticals I met with, he was a president of a European pharmaceutical. He goes, this is exactly what we're trying to build. How do you do that? Now at Snowflake, it took us 5 months to deliver this internal agent. A lot of manual work required to code and develop it. Using Cortex code, we can deliver this in a matter of 3 to 4 days now. So when I can deliver that outcome to a president who says, this is exactly what I want in the hands of 15,000 of my sales agents worldwide, we can deliver that outcome in a short period of time. It's instantaneous gratification for them, and they recognize us as not just a data platform, right? As someone that can accelerate and give them greater business insights to 15,000 sellers worldwide calling on doctors and physicians.
It's an absolute game changer. Thank you, Mike. Always a pleasure sitting down with you. Before we wrap, what's your key priority for the coming months and why?
Key priority, we are working very hard right now on every aspect of the go-to-market organization, making AI a key function on how we operate. Our sales reps are using Raven, our internal sales agent. The results of that is, our power users, people that are actively using this in their day-to-day lives. We look at how many prompts they're asking daily, weekly, monthly. The correlation of data of their attainment is through the roof, right? So our power users are showcasing great success, right? They're more efficient in their day. Our SE community, largely 100% adoption of Cursor, getting in front of customers and bypassing weeks of technical validation because they're showing curated MVPs to a customer and showing an outcome using synthetic data. Customers immediately want to move to MVP. Our professional services organization, they are accelerating data pipeline and wiring of data and migration using Cortex code. So our customer support organization using case deflection and Gen AI. Every facet of the organization, we've ingrained AI into the culture and the fabric of how we operate, continuing to hone in on those skills and make us subject matter experts in that so that we become the most efficient organization. But we showcase to customers the power and the impact it has on our business. Customers are coming to us saying, we'd like to get more AI literate. How can we do this? So for me, it's continuing to make sure we're driving enablement, we're enriching the lives of our employees so that they can work smarter, not harder, and deliver ultimately solutions for our customers.
Very much a win-win across the board, Mike.
Hugely.
Thank you so much for joining me here in Davos in Exciting Next Chapter.
Thank you.
And for the audience watching, I'm Ryan Green with Data Cloud. Now, thank you so much for tuning in. We'll see you soon.